Hey everyone, welcome back to Carscope, the channel where we don't just look at cars, we dive deep into the soul of what makes them roar. And today, we've got something absolutely legendary to talk about. The 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT, the car that's carrying the muscle car legacy into a new era. Dodge has been teasing us for years about what's next after the Hellcat era, and now, it's finally here. The new Challenger SRT is bold, unapologetic, and surprisingly modern. Yet it still keeps that raw American attitude that's made it a fan favorite for decades. Now before we start, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you love muscle cars as much as we do, and ring that bell so you don't miss any upcoming reviews. Alright, let's jump into this beast. The first thing you notice when you walk up to the 2026 Challenger SRT is that unmistakable stance. It's wider, meaner, and lower than ever before. Dodge clearly took inspiration from the original Challenger DNA but added a futuristic twist. The front fascia now blends retro charm with modern aggression. The hood features dual heat extractors with active vents that open under heavy acceleration to help cool that monstrous power plant underneath. The LED headlights retain the classic circular layout but with a new Infinity-style halo that seems to pulse when you unlock the car. It's one of those details that makes you stop and stare even before the engine starts. The grille is a blacked-out, mesh-style design with a subtle SRT badge and a new illuminated Dodge logo that glows faintly red at night, a nice nod to the brand's heritage but with a modern edge. Moving around to the side, the proportions are classic Challenger: a long hood, short rear deck, and those muscular haunches that look like they're ready to pounce. The body lines are sharper and more aerodynamic now, helping to reduce drag while keeping the visual heft. You can really tell Dodge paid attention to the details. At the side mirrors are sleeker, the window trim is blacked out, and the new optional carbon fiber roof saves weight while giving the car an almost exotic vibe. The car sits on massive 20-inch forged aluminum wheels, wrapped in ultra-high performance Pirelli P0s. Behind those wheels, you'll find Brembo 6-piston brakes up front and 4-piston calipers at the back, painted bright red, just the way muscle car fans like it. If you're standing by the rear quarter, the first thing you'll notice is how wide the car feels. The rear track has been increased, and those rear fenders flare out aggressively, giving the car a stance that looks absolutely planted. From the back, the Challenger SRT still looks instantly recognizable, but the taillights now have a full-width LED light bar with a smoked finish, giving it a menacing look at night. The deckless spoiler is functional, providing real downforce at high speeds, and the quad exhaust tips, they're larger, black chrome, and when the engine fires up, they don't just make noise, they make a statement. Now let's open up the doors and step inside, because this is where Dodge has made one of the biggest leaps forward. The 2026 Challenger SRT's interior finally feels as premium as it is powerful. The first thing you notice is how everything feels tighter, cleaner, and more driver-focused. The dash wraps around you like a cockpit, with a new 12.3-inch digital cluster that can be customized to show everything from performance gauges to navigation to G-force readouts. The center console houses a massive 14-inch infotainment touchscreen running the latest Uconnect 6 system. It's crisp, responsive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even voice-controlled driving modes. The seats are a perfect blend of luxury and aggression, a heavily bolstered Alcantara with red contrast stitching and SRT logos embossed into the headrests. They're heated, ventilated, and electronically adjustable in almost every way. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, wrapped in suede, and features metal paddle shifters that actually feel mechanical instead of toy-like. Dodge even added ambient lighting that pulses in sync with the engine's RPM, a small touch, but it's absolutely hypnotic at night. The rear seats are still there, though space is tight as always, but they're more comfortable now, and for the first time, the Challenger gets available heated rear seats, a clear nod that this car is becoming more of a grand tourer than just a drag strip toy. But let's be honest, what really matters in an SRT is what's under the hood. Dodge knows that the heart of the Challenger has always been its engine, and for 2026, they're giving us options. The headline grabber is still the supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8, now upgraded and refined. It produces a jaw-dropping 825 horsepower in the SRT Hellcat Red Eye variant and an even wilder 900 horsepower in the limited edition SRT Demon Evolution model. Yes, you heard that right, a 900 horsepower straight from the factory. Dodge has managed to make it cleaner, more efficient, and even more brutal, thanks to new twin-screw supercharger tech and advanced cooling systems. For those wanting a balance between performance and responsibility, Dodge also offers a plug-in hybrid version using their new Hurricane inline-6 with twin turbochargers and an electric motor assist. That setup makes around 670 horsepower combined, giving new instant torque and surprisingly smooth delivery. It's a hint that Dodge is future-proofing their muscle cars without sacrificing their spirit. 0 to 60, around 2.8 seconds in the Red Eye and just 2.3 seconds in the Demon Evolution. That's supercar territory, folks. Top speed, over 210 miles per hour. And yet, it can still idle like a beast and growl like thunder when you floor it. The transmission is an 8-speed automatic that shifts faster than ever, with launch control and drag strip mode optimized for both grip and performance. Dodge has also added adaptive suspension and a new drive mode selector that adjusts throttle response, suspension stiffness, steering weight, and exhaust volume. You can set it to street, sport, track, or custom. In track mode, the exhaust opens up fully, the steering gets razor sharp, and the car feels like it's ready to fight physics. What's impressive is how livable it still is. You can drive it daily without breaking your back. The ride, while firm, is much more composed than previous models. Noise insulation has improved, and that new electric assist steering gives you feedback without being punishing. It's a car that can go from a calm cruiser to a tire-shredding monster with just a flick of a switch. Now, let's talk price, because Dodge knows how to make performance accessible. The base 2026 Challenger SRT starts around $72,000, which is already impressive for what you get. Step up to the Red Eye and you're looking at roughly $96,000. The Demon Evolution Edition, being limited and hand-tuned, will run close to $130,000, but that's still a bargain compared to European supercars with similar performance numbers. And unlike those, this one sounds like raw Detroit thunder. Fuel economy? Well, let's be honest, no one buys an SRT for fuel savings. But the new engine management system does help it get around 17 miles per gallon combined, which, for 800 plus horsepower, is practically polite. The hybrid model, though, can manage up to 28 miles per gallon combined with electric assist, and can even drive short distances purely on electric power. It's muscle with a conscience. Everywhere you look, you can tell Dodge has poured its heart into making this the best, most balanced Challenger ever. It's still brutal, still loud, still unapologetically American, but now, it's smarter, sharper, and ready for the future. The 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT isn't just a car, it's a statement that the muscle car era isn't dying, it's evolving. So, what's the verdict? If you want something that still gives you goosebumps every time you hit the ignition, that turns heads at every red light, and that can destroy quarter-mile times without breaking a sweat, this car delivers on every front. It's not just about nostalgia anymore, it's about performance, innovation, and keeping that pure driving emotion alive in a world that's going electric. Alright, that's going to wrap up today's review. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to CarScope, and let us know in the comments what you think about the direction Dodge is taking. Would you go for the V8, the hybrid, or wait for a possible electric SRT? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, I'm your host from CarScope. Hey, keep your engines warm, your tires smoking, and your passion for cars alive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.